Good evening. Oh, we can do better than that. Good evening. Thank you. MHA graduates, esteemed guests, faculty, and staff, good evening. My name is Garrett Chisholm, and I'm honored to serve as the MHA Program Director here at Metropolitan State University of Denver. I am privileged to be sharing this celebration with you all tonight. MHA graduates, as part of the healthcare community, you are in a position of great responsibility. Often, when we think of administrators, we think of policy, budgets, and planning. Healthcare, however, requires so much more of you. All of you will be working shoulder to shoulder, or perhaps 6 feet away, with some of the most talented, educated, and passionate people in the world. Invest in these relationships as that they will lift you up and carry you throughout your life. All of you will be working with patients, their family members, and loved ones, and often at their absolute most difficult time of their life. What an incredible gift to you. You will share those sacred moments both at the beginning of their life and, sadly, often at the end of their life. That requires professionalism, trust, and great responsibility. You're graduating at a particularly significant time in the history of the world. Not only is the health of our community stressed, but the dialogue of how our healthcare system should be working is debated in our homes, in our community, and in this country. We need strong healthcare leaders. In short, we need you. As you look towards the future, your contributions will be to the well-being of the people that you serve. In that moment, it's helpful to remember what it means to be a professional. In 1912, during an address delivered on commencement day at Brown University, Justice Louis Brandeis, one of the truly great Supreme Court justices, spoke about what it means to be a professional and stressed 3 particularly important points. First, a profession is an occupation for which the necessary training is intellectual, it's intellectual in character, and it involves knowledge and learning. Each of you made the commitment to pursue higher education. Many of you, in addition to your responsibilities to your family, to work, and other parts of your life. Our hope is that this experience in the MHA program will encourage you to be lifelong learners. The second requirement of a professional, it is an occupation was pursued largely for others. What you do is the best reflection of what it means to be a professional. And third, it is an occupation in which success is not measured in terms that are financial. Healthcare is undergoing a period of significant change. Each of you will have an opportunity in whatever path you choose to improve the lives of the people you serve, the colleagues with whom you work, and the needs of broader society. Congratulations on all that you have accomplished and all that I know that you will accomplish in the future. Take care of yourselves first, and importantly, each other as you move forward. Thank you for being here. It is my pleasure, truly, and especially in person, to introduce our first speaker, Dr. Alfred W. Tatum. Dr. Tatum is the Provost and Executive Vice President of Academic Affairs here at MSU Denver. MSU programs across the campus are led by his leadership, and we are honored to have you tonight, Provost Tatum.
Good evening, everyone. As you heard, I have the distinct privilege of serving as the Provost and Executive Vice President at MSU Denver. And I have a confession to make. I get to play health administrator online. But when I thought about this evening, the gravity of your work is immeasurable. And so, as you just heard, you're entering one of the most consequential professions at one of the most consequential times. You are the voltage, that's the energy that the health field needs. And based on my knowledge of your faculty and what I've learned, I know that you are supremely prepared to execute your current and professional responsibilities. We hope the lessons that you've learned and friendships that you made here at MSU Denver will sustain you as you move forward. But I charge you to seek that which inspires and impresses you about your profession as you move or make inroads to impress and inspire others. Never become imprisoned by smallness or paralyzed by fear, because at that moment, those who benefit the most from your efforts may experience a suffocation of their own humanity as it relates to their health. You're entering a field, a very demanding field, but I don't want you to view it as a crucible. It is the nesting ground for experiencing the beautiful and menacing parts of our multi-textured humanity. You will be challenged to excavate something deeper and more meaningful inside of you, and never allow someone's future to hemorrhage in your presence if you are in a position to make an impact. Take what you learned from the professors here about inequities that litter our humanitarian landscape, human development across the lifespan, how we advance science and mathematics, becoming advocates, and you have to continue to conduct high-quality research that informs our healthcare industry. One of the things I learned years ago was always interrogate your profession. I always ask myself, what am I missing? What do I need to become smarter about to serve others in ways that they deserve to be served? And you are uniquely positioned to do that. I also want you to take away that what has been offered here at MSU Denver is far from complete. You must create your own new platforms and new knowledge in response to the inevitable shifts that will come. Over this past year, I've learned that MSU Denver is a great place. You are graduating from a great department, but I want you to be greater. From birth onward, education is always a thing that enriches. So on behalf of the faculty, staff, and alumni, I say go forth, be extraordinary, continue to make an impact. As you heard, this world needs you, and I want you to forever remain a road runner on the move. Congratulations to each of you.
Thank you, Dr. Tatum. We truly appreciate your support and sharing your time with us this evening. It is my great pleasure to welcome both faculty, Vice President of Graduate Studies, and also a friend, and one of the brightest minds I've ever met in my life, Dr. Aj Alejano Steele.
Oh, Garrett. Oh, my goodness. Good afternoon, everybody. As the Interim Associate Vice President of Graduate Studies, I have the honor of coming alongside my colleagues to wish you well-deserved congratulations. Our university is proud to support 10 graduate programs, and this Master's in Health Administration program is one of our shining stars. And although I can and should not choose favorites amongst the 10 programs that I help manage, I have a strong affinity for this phenomenal department because I can vouch for the excellence of the faculty and staff here, because this is my home department. They also need to hear, where is Tracy? Hi, Tracy. They need to hear that they are truly talented and dedicated leaders at our university at large. Your faculty and other MSU Denver supports are now part of your ongoing journey as you step into the next phases of your careers. Because without you as healthcare administrators to hold vision for innovation and change, the rest of us can't easily find where our work is valued. You will direct the operation of hospitals, health systems, myriad other organizations, and I am grateful that you will soon keep watch to shape policy, make needed changes, and lead our state's health-related organizations. Like others have said, we need you more than ever. With the societal changes and pandemic that continue to swirl around us, your degree is necessary to help revolutionize health in Colorado. And because of this MHA degree, you get to help keep breaking barriers, empower communities, foster collaboration, and embody the diversity we need in our health systems. For many of you, it will take the shape of working hard toward health equity. And because our university itself is richly diverse, take a look at you, right? In age, race, nationality, sexual orientation, gender identities, and so on, you've learned not only from your phenomenal faculty, you've learned from and with one another. And I recently gave an African proverb at a panel I was sitting on regarding human trafficking, and I'm going to share this here as well. If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. So as you come through this graduation mayhem, I encourage you to keep connected to one another. You need each other to be able to take on those health challenges going forward. And you'll stay innovative by staying connected to one another. And you'll take MSU Denver along for that ride. When you leave MSU Denver, remember what our values are, remember what our mission is, and remember to speak loudly for those without a voice. Protect time to think about the issues that keep you up at night, and keep connected to those who will help you realize that work to its full potential. By keeping us close, you'll remember the communities, the systems, and the people that you serve. So even if you're pulling out of the fog of completing your program, know that you've been supported, mentored, and taught by the best, not only on this campus, but globally. And as I close out, I'm going to invite you to sit and pause and take 3 deep breaths with me. So I'm addressing the 12 of you sitting here. Okay, we're going to take 3 breaths together to hold intention for this moment. Breath 1, okay, ready? Breathe with me. Breathe in for gratitude and the opportunity to be together in this moment, together in person in this space, graduating. Second breath, ready? Deep breath. For those who helped you get to this moment, they're all sitting here with us, who sacrificed alongside you and kept you going when things got tough. And that third breath is for yourself. Because you're here, because you made it, and you are brave, you are tenacious, and we are so very proud of you. Congratulations, and good luck.
Thank you, Dr. Alejano Steele. It's always a pleasure to have you with us. It's easy to say that you see the faculty and your peers, but I wish I could convey the hundreds of people that are behind the scenes that you never see that are supporting your journey. And Dr. Alejano Steele, Provost Tatum, and coming soon, Dean Hope, are all on that journey to support you, and they spend an incredible amount of time and commitment to you all. Thank you. It's my honor. Let me back up a little bit. I'm going to be a little bit more informal. As a paramedic, sometimes a paramedic-nurse relationship can be contentious. And Dean Hope is a nurse by training, and I have had nothing but just immense respect and pleasure for you throughout our professional relationship here. And it is my honor, as a paramedic to a nurse, to invite up Dean Hope Sapolsky here this evening to support the MHA. Dean Hope.
Thank you, Garrett. I must tell you, Dr. Tatum and Dr. Alejano Steele are a tough act to follow, so I'll do my best. Welcome, and it's so good to see all of you here tonight. Last time we did this, it was, I would probably say, half of you that were able to attend due to the pandemic, so it's good to see some faces in the room, and thanks for coming. Tonight, we celebrate the graduating class of the Master of Health Administration. This is such a special occasion, and I'm honored to be a part of this. These, and I mean you all, trailblazing students, join this program ready to help others and change the world. You all worked hard, sacrificed, studied, and pushed through this rigorous program, all through a pandemic. I hope that moving forward, you graduates look back and appreciate everything that you've accomplished here at MSU Denver, and think of this time as a monument to your strength and ability. And always remember all the good that happened here at MSU Denver, and remember the classmates and your mentors that supported you. Your classmates know exactly what you went through, and this shared experience created a bond that you will always have forever. Remember the hard classes you completed with honor. Those classes pushed you to be a better writer, a critical thinker, and a better student, and these classes challenged you. And remember, life is one big challenge. We are lifelong learners, and skills you learned here will help you through the rest of your life. Remember to thank your family and your friends who helped you through this. You went into this with people who knew you could accomplish great things, and they stood beside you, and I suspect they're here with you in this room today. They believed in you, and it is important to remember how wonderful that feels. And lastly, remember wherever you go, whether it's onto your PhD program, and I know some of you are like, I don't want to hear another thing about school right now, or to your job, remember you're always a roadrunner, so please stay in touch. Congratulations, and I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you, Dean Sapolsky. I want to announce a change in the MHA program that was not awarded previous to this semester. In the past, we have recognized students to be a student speaker. And I thought it was important to signify the power of speech from the students and recognize values. Many of you are going to be making decisions that are very difficult. And I don't know how I can state that clearly enough. When you're at the crossroads, you probably learned from Dr. Dorr that mission and values are what you pay attention to. So this semester, I made a decision as the director that we would recognize a student speaker still. However, it would be voted on by faculty of the student who exemplified the program values for the MHA program. So with that being said, I'm excited, and it was a very difficult decision because all of you are quite phenomenal. I'm very excited to introduce the first MHA Outstanding Student Award, MHA 2022 Spring candidate, Betty Granados Rojas. And Betty, before we start, we have a little surprise for you with a message from one of your faculty members, Dr. Garvita Teresia.
Hello, everybody. This is Dr. Garvita Teresia from the Department of Health Professions, and I nominated Betty for MHA Outstanding Student Award. Congratulations, Betty, on your academic accomplishment, as well as your recently accepted job position. And the good thing is that you had your dream job before you graduated. I am so proud of you, and it is all very exciting. You have been a wonderful student who has always been on track and reached out for help or get out, into the community to gather some resources. And the best thing I learned from you is to show up. Whether you were taking my class as a student or you were helping me as my teaching assistant in some of my classes, you always showed up, irrespective of how hard your life was or how much time constraint you had. And no matter what time I was teaching, you always showed up. I really, really appreciate you for everything you have done for me, as well as helping me in learning to show up. Look at this girl from Peru who came to the land of opportunity and started her career as a pharmacy assistant at Walgreens. And now you are here with all your MHA degree and more feathers in your hat and going out into the field of health administration. I must say, sky is the only limit for you, Betty. I am so proud of you. Such a well-deserved MHA degree you have and a well-deserved honor to be an outstanding student. Thank you so much and congratulations. Woohoo, you did it.
Okay, well, I was not expecting to cry sooner. Good evening, all. Well, I'm so happy we're doing this in person. As many of you know that technology has not been my best friend lately. Clearly, almost that happened again. This is it. We made it. During the pandemic, many people took the time to watch movies, exercise, bake, and learn how to cook. We decided to get a master's degree. Yeah, coronavirus is making history, but we are too. Graduates, please take a look around and know that this day belongs not only to you, but those who are here, those who are behind the screens, and those who left too soon. We miss you dearly. Please acknowledge and recognize the accomplishments we have achieved, as well as the hardships that we went through. Financial, family, health issues, and also mental health struggles. Thank you to the MHA faculty for your dedication to your students. For every professor that had an eye for a student's heart and crisis, thank you. For me, that was Dr. Garvita. For our mentors who took us under their wings, thank you. Special thank you to E.J. Baker, Christy Steyer, and Michelle Onstad for the encouragement and support. Your actions teach us that there remains a role for empathy in leadership. Graduates, whatever you achieve, always reflect about the society you live in. Ask yourself how you can make others benefit from your accomplishments, or how you can make life better for other communities in your own community, well, all communities, as you innovate our healthcare system. Now it's your turn, our turn, to go out there and change the world as healthcare leaders. Lo hicimos. Gracias. We did it. Thank you.
Thank you, Betty. We're now going to move to our keynote speaker. Tonight, we are honored to introduce Diana Delgado. Diana is the president and CEO of Eaton Senior Communities in Lakewood, Colorado. Diana joined Eaton Senior Communities in 2008 and has served as the organization's chief operating officer and executive vice president. She received her undergraduate degree in gerontology from the University of Northern Colorado and her graduate degree in health service administration from Regis University. Diana serves on the Metropolitan State University of Denver's Integrative Healthcare Advisory Committee, and Eaton Senior Communities is an internship site partner of MSU Denver's MHA program. I'm going to add to the notes that aren't here. When I am struggling, Diana is usually one of the first people I call. When I have a student who is passionate about aging services, Diana is usually the first call, or Dr. Dorr, or both at the same time. And recently, as a family member has been ill in my home, Diana was the first person I called. So I'm honored, professionally and personally, to have Diana Delgado to be our keynote speaker. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I am so honored to be here with you all tonight. It's humbling to see the faces in the room who are going to be transforming healthcare over the coming years in the different ways that each of you will be entering this field. As Garrett mentioned, I've been at Eaton for 14 years now, and some of the most fun times I've had is having students in our community. It is so rewarding to see the light bulbs come on in the students who come in and say they think they have this path in healthcare, and then they're exposed to senior living and aging services, and it's so good to see that passion ignited. I'm so impressed with the graduates who come through this program. The professionalism and the dedication of the students who want to make a difference in the field of healthcare is truly impressive, and you should all be so proud of yourselves tonight as you celebrate your accomplishments. So this is the interactive portion of the evening. By a show of hands, how many of you at 10 years old knew you're going to be sitting in this room tonight going through the MHA program pinning ceremony? How many of you? Exactly, that's kind of what I thought. As kids, we thought we had it all figured out, what we wanted to be when we grew up, what schools we were going to attend, etc. I thought I was going to be an astronomer. Obviously, that didn't happen. Science is not my friend. Then I thought I was going to be an author and an illustrator. And by the way, those two things don't necessarily go hand in hand, and that went by the wayside as well. Over the years, we have become exposed to the real world, and we have finally figured out what it is we want to do, what our passion is all about. And I'm thrilled that you have found your passion in health administration. I'm warning you now that I'm going to say the word passion a lot. Having passion is so important as you either continue your career in healthcare or that you're embarking now on this journey. If there's anything my career has taught me, it's that passion is the cornerstone to successful leadership. It not only inspires you to make a difference in this field, but it also inspires others to make a difference as well. Passion makes you want to get up and go to work every day. It makes you appreciate the bigger picture of the impact you are making in the work that you do. It also makes for opening your minds to innovation because you are excited about the possibilities of how purposeful ideas will impact others. It sets the tone for how you make decisions and how you deal with the challenges in your day. I encourage you to find your niche within this field based on what you're passionate about. My personal story is I'm passionate about working with low-income older adults. It started when I was a child, and I tagged along with my mom to Meals on Wheels deliveries. And then I also had a great relationship with my grandparents and my great-grandparents, and it really made me appreciate spending time with older adults. As Garrett mentioned, I went on and got my undergraduate degree in gerontology, and I was so excited when I got my first job out of college in long-term care. These experiences made me realize that focusing on doing something that brings me purpose each day was the key to my happiness. When someone asks me what I do for a living, I tell them I am transforming the lives of older adults by intersecting housing and healthcare. Why do I say it like that? There is a story, a parable from the 1600s about the three bricklayers. The story begins with a man walking on a street in London, and he happens upon three bricklayers who are working to rebuild St. Paul's Cathedral after the Great Fire. The man asked each bricklayer what they were doing. The first bricklayer said, "I'm laying bricks." The second one said, "I'm putting up a wall." And the third one said enthusiastically and with pride, "I am building a cathedral." This story reveals two secrets of success and passion: attitude and the ability to see the bigger picture. Your attitude and passion that you bring towards whatever you are doing determines your ultimate level of success. Having enthusiasm, passion, and pride in what you are doing will show in your work. Being able to see the end result rather than just the task eliminates obstacles and focuses your energy and passion, providing motivation to excel. When you face challenges, when you feel discouraged, when you feel like you're never going to reach that success, remember the story of the three bricklayers and look at your passion and attitude and visualize your end result. Do you want people to know what you do, or do you want them to know what you do and why you do it? What is the overall shared vision, and what do you contribute to it? This is where your passion for what you do and why you do it comes into play for your success. The field of health administration is looking forward to embracing the talent in this room. I want to thank you for letting me take part in your special day, and congratulations and best of luck in all of your new endeavors. Thank you.
Thank you, Diana, for those inspiring words. So now is the time we've all been waiting for, our hooding and pinning ceremony. So we are now moving to the hooding and pinning of our MHA graduates for the 2022, spring of 2022. And here are a few instructions. Now, when your name is called, please enter the stage on the side closest to you, which is this side. And then once you're on the stage, please remove your cap. And if you're taller than Dr. Dorr, which most everyone is, then you'll need to do a little bend or a curtsy so that she can place the hood over your head. After the hooding, please stay in place, and Director Chisholm will place your MHA pin, and then you can exit the stage. The cap tassels remain on the left side until the end of the ceremony, and then you will all move them together at the end. So they'll be your left, not my left. So on the left side, and then the end of the ceremony, you all move them together to the right side. All right, so let's get started. All right, our first graduate of the evening, Yesenia Yesi Antunes Cortez. Congratulations, Jessie. Yeah, take your moment to shine. You know, we have the time. Our next graduate, Elizabeth Beelan. Congratulations, Elizabeth. Our next graduate, we are honoring virtually. She's not able to be with us tonight in person. Madison Boswell. Congratulations, Madison. Our next graduate, Sarah Cupp. Congratulations, Sarah. Our next graduate, Ariana Delgado. We want to make sure we get the optimal shots. It's very important. Congratulations, Ariana. Our next graduate tonight, Elena Escabel. Congratulations, Elena. Our next graduate, Michelle Freeman. Congratulations, Michelle. Our next graduate, Betty Granados Rojas. Congratulations, Betty. Our next graduate, Jennifer Leon. Congratulations, Jennifer. Our next graduate, Andrew Pino. Congratulations, Andrew. Our next graduate, Jasmine Sanday Cruz. Congratulations, Jasmine. Our next graduate, Brenna Valios. Congratulations, Brenna. And last but certainly not least, our last graduate for 2022 spring. I don't have to say it aloud a lot of emails, but Kotsofi Matthew Woglo. Congratulations, Matthew. And congratulations again to all of our graduates. This was a wonderful evening. Unfortunately, Dr. Kevin Zeiler could not be with us for closing remarks, so I'm going to give the stage to Garrett once again.
Well, I didn't have any notes for closing, but if anybody knows me well, they know that there's no trouble with me speaking, especially the students. As I was contemplating what I'd like to say for closing remarks, I have one announcement and one call to action. The one announcement is I'd like to recognize a student because this person has spent a significant amount of time volunteering his personal time away from his studies to run the Healthcare Leadership Student Group. So Andrew, if you wouldn't mind standing, I'd like to recognize you for all your hard work, and thank you. Keeping people organized is not easy, and Andrew has done an amazing job. The call to action that I'd like to say to all of you is if you recall, there's been a theme throughout Capstone, and it's been about mentorship. It's very easy to leave this ceremony and go to commencement on Friday and then just go back to a normal life, right? Maybe read a book that's not required. It doesn't require a 20-page essay. It's difficult to say, I'm going to spend more time and be an active alum. But that's what I'm asking you to do. You're going to be called out by myself and other professors to be engaged and active, and it's going to be at the worst possible time in your life because you're going to have other things going on. And remember this moment and all the moments that the mentors gave to you and be the next generation of mentors. So that's my call to action. I hope all of you will be active alum. I hope all of you will mentor future students. And I have no doubt as I get older and be calling Diana more and more in the future that our industry, our profession is in wonderful hands, and I'm not worried. So good luck and thank you, and I look forward to seeing you in the future. Thank you all for your attention tonight, and a round of applause for our amazing graduates. Oh, I forgot the most important. What do they have to do? They move this over? Yeah, you're going to have it on the right-hand side, and it's time for you to move it to the left-hand side, your tassel. Should be on the left now. So go ahead and move it over, and I will see all of you. I'll see all of you at commencement on Friday for your actual diplomas. This concludes our ceremony tonight. There's plenty of food and drink, and please take advantage of our wonderful photographer who has been incredible. I would like to say a special thank you to Tracy. Tracy spent endless hours preparing for this. And truly, the MHA program couldn't do without it. The other person I'd like to recognize is that man, that handsome man in the back, David Sharman. David is, please thank, he is making sure that all this is working correctly. Truly could not do it without David. So thank you all. We'll have a wonderful evening. Go celebrate, be safe, take care of yourselves, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Good night.